morning. It's a rainy morning. It has been sun bright every day, and I'm thinking I would have loved to have been able to wake up some of those mornings and for it to be kind of like this, and I'd have the sun hit you in the eyes about 7 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, it is what it is. But it's a rainy Sunday. It was hard to get up this morning. Woke up in the middle of the night for about an hour and could not go back to sleep. But we had a great time. Thank you all that came over and supported Alfonso. I really, really appreciate that. My back is a little bit better, so maybe it was my barometer in my body telling me it was going to rain. But it's still a little bit, it's still sore and it's still tender, and it is what it is. So I may come on tonight because I want to talk about support. And I want to talk about it in a way that I don't think anybody's ever thought of it this way. Not only support in your general everyday life, making sure you're looking at your friends for that support and your family for that support and your church, and of course the ultimate support is Jesus. But what does your support look like? And not only that, if your support for your connection comes from outside, but if for some reason or other your support is coming from, have your phone for a second. Hi, studio. If your support is coming from the sources of the internet and the social media spot is, and so forth, that's still a part of support. And to me, it's just absolute tools within your toolbox. And it's a good thing to have, because we've talked about how people have, maybe they are taking care of caregiving for somebody. Maybe they are, taking care of a special needs child. Whatever it is that they're doing to be able to need the availability of stuff. Hi, Brazy Girl. To be able to have the ability to have this as a resource. We know the benefit of it. We've seen it. It's been laid out right in front of us. And that's where I sit there going, I'm so thankful for it. Past couple of days, my back has just not been cooperating with me. And so I've done a lot of having to be home. And so I'm thankful that I can go and use my YouTube family, if you want to call it, my lifeboat family and all that kind of stuff, as a place to go to, so that we can, that it can be there for us. That's a real great comfort and help and assistance. And so I kind of want to talk about different areas of support. And another area that I want to talk about when it comes to support is how you, as the person watching the content that the person is creating, how you can support them. Like what we're doing with Alfonso when he does a live concert is, it would be much easier for us to do a dual simulcast, but because of the big red button, we can't do that, and we've got to be careful with that. So we're doing it so that it's showing up on my side, and we're sending people over to him to give him the support, and it makes it a little bit challenging on when he does that, and I'm glad to do it. We're more than happy to do it. It may look to people as if we're distracted, especially because I'm the one doing it. We're distracted when we're doing it, but we're not. We're doing it because it's helpful to him. It gets traffic over to him. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me a minute. And that's a good thing. Hold on. Keep talking amongst yourself for a second. So we have to think of it in that way. We have to think about how we're supporting. And I came up with an analogy in my head yesterday to kind of have you all think about the importance of these channels that are doing things that are connecting people together. They're bringing people together in a way that is connecting everybody together. How can you support them? How do we need to look at it from a different aspect? I know that, they're getting they're getting super chats and all that kind of stuff. They're getting a benefit from it, but there's a different way to look at it and a different way of aspect of looking at it. So I'm going to be doing that. I don't know quite what time. Hopefully sometime tonight. If not, it'll be on Tuesday. Now, Monday is our Lighthouse Mondays, and that's just an opportunity for people to come in and just be able to connect with each other and start making those connections and those friendships happening and those build. It's going to take time. People have to realize it takes 200 hours to invest into a friendship to build that connections and build those friendships. So you have to realize that it takes time and it takes energy and all that kind of stuff. And so hello Bacon and SSJ, it takes time for all that to kind of come together and happen. And so when we can do that, then good things happen. And if we can provide a safe environment for that to happen, that's awesome. One thing I talked to Alfonso, who provides our music, I said, I really don't want any of his, I want all of the things with just the instruments, not anything with him singing. And the reason is not because I don't want him to sing, but hi Don, but because, or Stella, because I think that when you start adding the vocals to it, the words distract from the people discussing and talking. So I really think that Lighthouse Monday it's going to take a while for people to go, oh, new concept. Old-fashioned connection. It's all as simple as that. And I think it's going to just take time, and it will. And last week was better than the week before. People were getting kind of the concept of why it was started, because it's just a really important thing. And I just keep remembering that little snippet of that discussion that I did with Tommy, where I was really having a difficult day, and I said, I hate to dump, and he goes, this is the place to do it. This is the place if anything else, for you to be able to dump, here it is. If you can't dump on the lifeboat, where can you? There's other places you can dump, but this is a place you can dump. And, and talk about difficult things, and have people that are here, and people that are passing out the ones, and, and congratulating you on the smallest accomplishments. Sometimes I just think, I woke up this morning and I got out of bed and I did a little something today. And there's days I can't, because the fibromyalgia is just the outlier of the day. But we can praise everybody on the most littlest accomplishments. Whatever they are, if you if you contacted somebody you hadn't talked to for a while, or you went out and went to a group or something like that, all of those are accomplishments worthy to be acknowledged. We also have, the part where if people have been sober and clean, that's a great accomplishment. But let's not forget the little tiny accomplishments. I want to lift those up too in our community. Hey, you know what? Today I did a load of laundry. Maybe you've not been able to do much, and doing a load of laundry or two, or fixing dinner has been something you haven't been able to do for a couple days. That needs to be an accomplishment. That needs to be worthy to me of a floppy trophy. And those that know of our little floppy trophy that I use, that crochet trophy, yeah, it needs to be lifted up. You're doing it. I don't know if people can see. That's, I think, the first time I've seen it. Do you see all the cows? That's the first time I've seen that field full of cows ever. In the time that we've gone to church, first time I've ever seen the fields full of cows. But I won't. And so if you come into Lighthouse Monday and say, "Hey, I've got some praises to talk about today," they're not major. They don't have to be. You showing up is accomplishment, and it should be something that we need to lift up and say, "Hey, we're proud of you. You're doing a good job. You're there. You're a ray of sunshine." It's not always easy, but that's what we try to be. We're trying to be beacons of light out there to the people of the world, showing them Jesus, but in His light. But we need to be beacons in this world, because this world has a lot of darkness in it, doesn't it? Alrighty, well, we're church. We're running a little bit behind today. That's okay. But I will talk to you all later. And if I can come on tonight and my back cooperates, I will. Talk to you later. Love you all. Stay connected, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.